Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong, or Let's Run Shadowrun Hong Kong. Okay, so we got to head to the meeting location, but the first thing we're going to do is actually look at our character. Make sure everything is equipped. Looks like it. Don't want to trade anything. Only have the one cyberware, which is the weapon, the hand razors. That will change. This is supposed to have a really good cyberware situation. Okay. Oh, we have an objective. The objective is keep the team alive and head to the meeting location. And we have 1,200 new yen, which isn't really much in Shadowrun. Fresh construction is expanding the harbor out into water. Corporate interests can afford to create new streets. You press Z and it zooms in, or zooms out. It goes through 3 preset areas. Discovered that by accident. I pressed Z as a reaction because I've been playing the Titan's Quest Ragnarok. Well, I haven't gotten to Ragnarok yet. I've been playing Titan quests since the new expansion came out a little bit, not much, and getting back used to using Z to have things pop up. There's a thing there, so you know we're going to come back to that, and I know because I've played this part before. I've gotten through the tutorial. Okay, here we go. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push, but it doesn't budge. Huh. Well, that was open earlier. Duncan frowns. Looks pretty solid. Shouldn't there be someone here to let us out or something? Yeah, smells a little funny, don't it? Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie. We can cut through the construction site. I hate it when you call me that. This is going to go well. Carter's an interesting character. She's an interesting character in the same way that the tutorial characters in the Pillars of Eternity were interesting characters. The gate is locked, but the nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull, sending a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. I think I can bypass the lock. If I had Intelligence 3, I could try, but I'm not going to. Stand aside and let her work. We've already poked around, so don't need to do that. Carter's way back there. With some wires and the door lock hisses open. Got it. Let's go. Excuse me. There is a lot of space here. Movement! Shouting in Cantonese. Don't stop. I need to stop covering my mouth. Maybe I shouldn't have moved all the way over here. Okay, the group on the dock was fishing a package out of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is on the bottom of the bay and the speedboat is disappearing into the distance. They close on you, red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. The leader shouts something in Cantonese, but it's too fast to make out. You're rusty. It's been years since Raymond's house and that language lesson that wouldn't end. The old man never spoke anything but his native language at home. Wu speaks with authority. His Cantonese is as solid as ever. He never let it drop. You guys doing some late night fishing? Smuggler smiles. Oh yeah, we're fishing for assholes. You're going to need some better bait. All you're going to catch with that is trouble. Seriously, did they teach you that in Rent-A-Cop school? Lone Star, lay down your weapons. We're just passing through. Why don't you put the guns away? Unfortunately, they dropped their payload in the water, so that's not going to happen. Spokesman laughs. Looks at his crew. Hey, you talk good Cantonese, baby. Real authentic. Actually, you just told me you're going to crap a gun. Wu flashes his badge. Lone Star, put the guns down. Oh, you actually did it. I wasn't going to do it. I forgot you actually did it. Smuggler squints at Wu's badge, then smiles at his friends. Never seen a badge like that before. Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. He grasps his rifle. Either way, this ends the same. I think he's done talking. Okay. You're now on turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA menu. Now, so what we got here, can't quite get to him. See, I should not have come all the way over here. I should have moved up further. Okay, so what we're going to do is get to here. Do I have... Oh, I did not equip the gun. I don't have a gun. Well, no pistol. So, we're going to go to here. Get some cover, if not... It's not cover, it's concealment. Okay. You're going to go to here. You have one shot left. That's a mage. Geek the mage. When possible, geek the mage first. Strip armor. Mana ball. Not much chance there. Oh good, the mage is down. You missed. Oh, there's another one. Ow. You're a hemorrhaging. Okay. You're hemorrhaging quite a lot. You're wounded. As long as you only have one wound, that's fine. You're flanked. Neither one's a particularly good shot. Ooh, nice. I think you're... Yep, you died of blood loss. Ow. Yep, that's good. Let's move up. Oh! You have the ability to see ley lines. Nice. Twin slash is for multiple targets, so there's no point. Okay. Oh, you can do another one. Do you think those guys were Triad? Not sure, I don't recognize their tattoos. As a side note, this is most of the Shadowrun games. I'm not sure about this one, but definitely Dragonfall, and Dragonfall is before the election of the election and assassination of Dunkelzahn. But the Shadowrun games have primarily been in the older part of the timeline. Oh, it's a legal street drug made from the leaked kamikaze formula. Adds +1 body, +1 strength, and +1 willpower for 5 rounds. Every time the user is attacked, strength increases. I'll take it. I don't generally use combat drugs, but I'll take it. So why I'm bringing up the timeline, and I think I've done this on mentioned this on my other stuff. Carter, where's Carter? Oh, there she is, hiding behind Duncan. Is that the older timeline of Shadowrun is noir, cyberpunk, really, cyberpunk. The later part of the timeline, the current RPG, tabletop RPGs is being published is more noir than cyberpunk. There's a possibility of a good life existing. The world is becoming more civilized. The corporations are becoming moderately less terrible, but it's still noir, so it's still mostly sucky. Another gate panel. This one's been vandalized and busted up good. A real nightmare of a repair job. Who stares at the fence considering? Loops and whirls of razor wire glitter in the lamplight. Looks edged with monofilament. Corporations here don't screw around. I guess we'd better find another way through. Think you can get... Duncan nods his agreement. Think you can get the gate open, Carter? What do you think? It'll take me a few minutes, though. Frowning, she leans to get a closer look at the mangled fuse box. A few seconds later, she starts pulling wires and yanking fuses, a look of intense concentration on her face. She's competent. Cantonese killing. He sounds like Raymond when he does that. The pin of my aunt is sitting on the end of the table. Satisfied? Sorry about the coughing. Let's see. I could continue speaking in English. I think I'm not going to be that snarky, though I'm tempted. I've never actually done that response. She's competent. I know. She runs the riot squad I'm assigned to. He continues in Cantonese. We speak only Cantonese from now on, just like we did when we lived at Raymond's. These endless drills are about to pay off. Why would you only speak Cantonese? Because that's a language everybody here is going to be able to understand. It's not going to give you... I mean, when you're dealing with the other people, fine. But you might have some modicum of... Well, I guess if... Okay, I'm going to take that back. If you speak only Cantonese, you're going to always assume that people can understand what you say. So that you will be less likely to try the trick of, well, they don't understand English, so we'll talk in English. And get in trouble that way. Nice. It's coming back. It won't be a problem. He nods once, satisfied, then turns his back and scans the horizon. At least you can still handle yourself in a fight. Did you doubt it? His back's still to you. Nope. The silence between you gets louder, heavier, then it's broken by a sudden wailing screech. Wu's hand goes to his holster. The screech is holster. He's packing a rifle. The screech is replaced by the sound of grinding wheels. Glancing over to the console, you see Carter grinning back at you. Got it. Okay. The light from the nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering a throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting as rough voices drift on the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damned shipment? Haven't seen them yet. We just got here. Long ways, probably waiting for us so we can haul it out of the boat for him. Lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here, let him find us. Looks like we're on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangsters don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They're already looking for us. Might be better to take them out now while we've got the element of surprise on our side. They're not actually looking for us. Unaware hostiles are on screen. Press the unholster button to enter turn-based combat mode. However, going to try to avoid that. Whoa, that was nice and strong. You can fight them. You gain just as much karma for fighting them as for not. It may have some consequences further down the line. I haven't played that far yet. They obviously get really annoyed when you show up and their friend and are not their friends. Oh, there's some new yen we picked up. Probably stole it. Somebody's just stole somebody's cred stick that they lost. Okay. Slow. Crossing the street, you can make out 4 shadowy figures loitering in the plaza ahead. Troll, orc, dwarf, elf. 2 men, 2 women. They're different from the smugglers on the dock. Alert, poised, professional. You can see they've already made a token attempt to conceal their weapons. Token attempt, meaning they don't really expect it to do anything. The unspoken message is clear. We're strapped. Mind your manners. Wu stands up tall, takes that amused tone he gets when he's standing toe-to-toe with someone bigger. Someone who doesn't know they're about to go down. Evening, folks. You got permits for those bazookas? The thick troll puts his mouth into a comic frown. Permits? Give me a minute. He makes a show of patting his pockets. Nope, guess not. I must have dropped mine in a dumpster along with the last idiot who stepped to us. Wu coolly surveys the scene, nods in a friendly fashion. Is that right? Well then, why are we confronting these people anyway? This is the plaza we're supposed to meet Raymond. Got it. You can almost feel Wu's cop training kick in. Also, Wu is an idiot this way. It's like watching a drone execute a command routine. He reaches for his rifle, brings it up quick, but it's too late. By the time it hits shoulder level, an assortment of nasty-looking ordnance is already trained on his head. That's my laundry going off in the background. I don't know if it picks up on this microphone, though. Carter backs him up. She whips her arms forward, fist blazing with magical fire. I don't see no magical fire. Her eyes sweep the scene, darting from one figure to another. All right, everyone, just be cool. The thick troll's voice is casual, amused. He shakes his gun in Wu's face. Little late for that, isn't it? Oh, put your hands in your pocket. Listen, guys, my stomach's doing somersaults. How about we all put our guns away before someone gets hurt? I could remain silent, raise my weapon too. I'm gonna do the casual thing. Listen, guys, my stomach's doing somersaults. That guy, the thick troll, snorts a laugh. That guy looks like he could use an enema. Something we can do for you, officer? Wu's jaw tightens, but his tone stays cool and controlled. I'm looking for an old man, Raymond Black. We were supposed to meet him here. You know him? Mm-hmm. The troll nods his enormous head. Wu's voice gets an edge. You can see a vein in his temple start to pulse. Where is he? Carter sees it too. Keeps her voice neutral. Easy, Duncan. Good grief, how did you survive in Lone Star all this time with that temper? Wait, it's Lone Star. In early timeline Shadowrun. Yeah, the standards are low. Got it. The troll maintains an amused eye contact, but his weapon stays trained on Wu. That's right. Easy, Duncan. Your friend Raymond never showed. We've been waiting for the better part of an hour. You were going to meet with Raymond? Mm-hmm. So you were his tour guides, right? The troll's yellow-brown tusks shift into a smile again. Yeah, kinda. The old man hired us to take you all on an excursion. Wu's brow furrows. Hired you? He takes a moment and looks them over. You're just now getting this. They're an odd assortment. A cybered-up troll, an orc girl with magical fetishes, a dwarf with a cyber deck slung on her back, and a tall elf standing behind them quietly. Inscrutable. That'll be the elf. That'll be the orc with her rat familiar. All with guns trained on Wu. Understanding spreads across Wu's face, his jaw tightens. You're Shadowrunners. Troll nods. Mm-hmm. Wu's shoulders creep up, his stance tightens. This is bullshit. Raymond would never hire Shadowrunners. They're criminals. Troll corrects. Mercenary operatives. Dwarf cuts in. Her voice is soft but strong. Criminal mercenary operatives. So, yeah, you were right. Your buddy Raymond was associating with a bunch of hardened criminals. The troll tosses Wu a sideways smile while staring down the barrel of his gun. Sorry to burst your bubble, Lone Star. Guess you didn't know the old man as well as you thought, huh? Wu tries to shake it off, but he's struggling to process the information. You can feel the heat coming off of him. The runners sense it too, and they tense up tight. They're keyed on Duncan, and their guns are big. The looks on their faces make it clear. One wrong bead of sweat, and Wu's going down in a red mist cloud. Carter remains completely still. You are competent. Her voice is level, moderate. She's done this before. Let's all stay focused. No need for this to get ugly. She speaks quietly to Wu, who listens without turning, his focus squarely on the troll. We need to find Raymond. These are the people who can help us do that. She's right. Let's focus on Raymond. You can tell the orc girl's had enough of this tension. She blurts it out. The old man wanted us to take him into Kowloon Walled City. She waves a hand at the three of you. You too. Two large rats clinging to her hip and shoulder poke their heads out of the folds of her clothing. They fix their beady eyes on you intently. You know the walled city? Slum, right? I've heard of it. The girl sneers, rolling her eyes. It's a shithole. The worst slum in the Eastern Hemisphere. Memories of growing up in the Redmond Barrens flash through your mind. We get it. It's a real bad place. Now why would a little old man pay you to take him there? The dwarf standing next to her nods and jumps in. He wouldn't say. He mumbled a lot too. Just kept rambling on about how he had to get in. Under ordinary circumstances, I never would have accepted the gig. The walled city's the last place I want to go. But the old man rolled up a truckload of Nuyen, and you gotta eat, right? Wu risks a glance at you. His weapon remains trained on the Shadowrunners, but a flicker of uncertainty plays across his face. Okay, interesting story. Seems like a good time to ramp down the threat of violence, don't you think? Troll flashes you a smile that's all tusks and no warmth. Okay, gang, I tell you what. He looks at his team as he slowly starts to lower his weapon. We're all going to put our guns down. Wow, that was appropriate timing. The sound of a high-caliber rifle shots hang in the air, and the red dots of laser sights sweep the area. Carter, the troll, and the silent elf lie dead in widening pools of blood, their heads broken open like melons dropped from a 4-story building. And we'll go on to the next video. Really timely on the timer. The timer went off really at an appropriate time there. See you in the next video.